When Allison asked me to speak this morning as part of the stewardship focus, a dozen different ideas floated through my mind, but I only have 2 minutes, which is probably a good thing, so I can't chase them all. The first thought I had was that I am, by any international standard, rich. I have enough to meet my needs, enough to share, and enough to give regularly. If that's not wealth, I don't know what is. It's a great satisfaction to have enough and to know it. My second thought was I was much blessed by my work. And listening to Jared's sermon, I think the work was very much the compensation, although there was other compensation. I taught middle school students for 38 years. It was a privilege and a joy. That is always a privilege and usually a joy. To be involved in education and have daily contact with all that young energy. My third thought was that not everything that comes to me is mine to keep. I was brought up with this idea, and it's been important to me all my life. My time is not all for me. My energy is not all for me. My talents are not all for me. My abilities, perspectives, knowledge, what wisdom I have, is not all for me. My money is not all for me. All these things, all these God-given things are to be shared. Imagine how terrible it would be if you drew in a deep breath and were never able to exhale. All life as we know it breathes in and out, taking and giving back. That is how I believe we're supposed to live in God's generous world. We receive and we give, ideally, in a never-ending flow. And my last thought was about the church, because we are doing our work in the world here. Stewardship involves giving to the church, so my next question would be, yeah, we need to give, but why would we give to the church? And I think it's because we do our work. I've been a member of this church, this congregation, for the better part of 40 years, and it is the single most positive thing in this town. We have launched so many projects to improve the lives of our neighbors. Without us, there would be no fish, no community meal, no oodles of comfort, no Albany branch of Habitat for Humanity, no preschool, no Hub City project, no Laundry Love, and no 24-hour toilet facilities in the entire town. Without us, hundreds of people would not have been kept company through the last parts of their lives and would not have received communion. Without us, the town would not have had an open and affirming church to start that movement. Our church provides education for children and adults to help us examine our spiritual lives and our awareness of God, Jesus, and movements of the Holy Spirit. We do our best to be God's hand and feet in the world and to extend God's love to our neighbors. I can't think of a more worthy place to give.